Hey guys, Chris here with Work to Game, and today let's talk about Titanfall 2. Now lately it feels like the patches have been getting bigger and bigger. Maybe that's just me, but each month I'm looking forward to seeing what all they know how to add. We're starting to see maps come back from Titanfall 1. There's major reboots there. It's exciting to see those because I think the community did want those maps back. And we're even seeing some new weapons. Things like the R101, which is like the R201, but it's just a little bit different. And it'd be nice to see some of the weapons maybe come back from before that we feel like were played differently back then or were non-existent now. And it'd be nice to see more weapons. It'd be nice to see new and different ways of playing the game. They've done a really good job of keeping most of the weapons pretty balanced. So I'd be interested in seeing if they can come out with anything that just plays a lot differently. Now on May 26th, we did get a confirmed list of what is going into this patch. So that is the patch I'm talking about, May 26th, 2017. So let's dive in. First, there is a new map added called Relic. Hope you get to know it quickly, hope you enjoy it, and I really look forward to getting a feel for exactly where I need to be and when I need to be there to not get shot. But second, and this is possibly the biggest thing in this entire patch, is we are getting a new Titan. It is called Monarch. Now Monarch is based on the Vanguard class, and you're going to be seeing a chain gun as your primary, and your ordnance is going to be a rocket salvo. These are not new weapons. It's not a new weapon idea to combine these. In the previous game, you could of course pick any ordnance and weapons and mix and match on different chassis. So this is really just kind of a fill-in for that, in my opinion. But it's actually interesting from here in that we move into its defensive ability is Energy Drain. Energy Drain is almost a little offensive in nature in that it actually slows enemies around and it generates shield based on the amount of armor they have. So your more heavily armored targets are going to generate more shield. Its tactical ability is called Rearm, which pairs well with its core ability, which is called Upgrade. So it's kind of like amped weapons in that it's just going to make other things you are already playing with better. I don't know how long that lasts. I really haven't gotten a chance to play with it, and I don't see anything on the wiki that's official. So if you guys get a feel for, does that last the entire life of the Titan? If I just live forever, if I get it really quick in the round and I live through the whole round, does it ever fade? And what all does that look like? So if you could let me know in the comments below, or I'll let you know, I'm really looking forward to giving that a shot and seeing how fast I can get that up, just to test it in those longer matches. Now after getting a new Titan, the rest of these patch notes are going to seem pretty tame. Now we are getting a new execution, and this one is based around cloak. So unlike some of the previous executions where you have to get 10 of the one execution to unlock the next one, and the next one, and the next one, this one is you just have to get 10 executions while cloaked. That does mean that if you're playing within a few weeks of this patch cycle, you should go ahead and be aware that there are probably going to be an above average number of people equipping cloak and trying to get behind you. Now we are getting banners for gens 10 through 100. In the last patch they gave us the ability to gen beyond gen 10, which is wonderful, but there really wasn't any major reward for it. And they're going to go ahead and add new banners, they're going to add new prism versions of those banners, so you'll be able to kind of re-unlock that cycle where I get one with flame and then I get one with prism flame and all that. And so it'll be nice to see that number of pages get longer for those people that like to collect some, and honestly it'd be pretty cool if you actually liked a few of them. A few of these banners I never want to use, but I do like collecting them. There will be more purchasable content, and so as you look at things like skins for Titans, camos, and all that, if you're interested in that sort of thing and you really want to personalize your character and trade for real life money, absolutely go take a look at what they've got to offer. And the game got a bunch of balances. I'm not seeing anything huge. Everything in here looks like, oh, they decreased this, they increased this, you know, they decreased, you know, one weapon at range, maybe added some kickback adjustments. I don't see anything huge. I did think it was weird that the flatline actually got nerfed a little, because all I've ever seen them do is make the flatline better and better, but I don't disagree with it. I use the flatline. It was powerful on day one of the game, and all they've done is make it more powerful. So to go ahead and lower its effectiveness when it has amped on it to bring it more in line with what other assault rifles are doing when they have amped weapons on, very, very fair. They did go ahead and use this section to add a new pilot kit, and it seems to look like it's going to allow you to have a 10% boost to your Titan meter when you kill a Titan as a pilot. I think that's really neat to give me a boost. My problem with that is if I don't happen to get the killing blow, even after I've been using my anti-Titan weapon very effectively and I've done all sorts of damage to enemy Titans, I don't really get anything to show for that. So I'm not sure that that's going to be a huge addition to my loadout. unless they're just saying that that kind of works differently. I don't know. It doesn't seem that exciting. And Ion got a little bit reduced. Its laser core is honestly a little too powerful as people got a feel for it. I think it's the most vanilla of Titans, but you are starting to see more and more people use it as that laser core becomes something that the, those higher end players have mastered, and they're starting to get a feel for, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. So once again, not a huge change, a couple of UI adjustments and stuff here and there. They're closing a few loopholes, they're closing a few bug things. I'm going to link the official patch notes in the comments below. So if you want to go ahead and take a look, they only really affected like 8 weapons. And that's counting the R201 and the R101 as different weapons. So I don't really see that affecting you drastically unless those are one of your primary uses. I don't think it's a big deal. There's plenty of weapons in the game. Just try something new and different. And then there was something that kind of hints that we're about to see a major change to the game. You can now invite players to your network while you are in a game. Now on its face, this doesn't seem to be a big deal because getting people in my network doesn't get them in my party like a Halo system where I can literally invite you to my party and you'll be put in kind of a waiting list so that the moment I drop out of this patch, it puts me into my next matchmaking and you are now in my group. It's not going to do that. It's going to just get you into my network. But this is a big step. The fact that they admit that there would be a desire to interact with players in an outside of match way while inside a match gives us the opportunity to see maybe, hey, they are listening. Because my biggest pain point, my biggest thing that I'm complaining about as the pitfall of Titanfall is the matchmaking system. It is utter junk. Now the fact that they would take something that's been working for generation after generation of Halo games and Call of Duty games and just throw it out the window and say, let's try something new where maybe it doesn't work for a change, has always been kind of a frustrating point of Titanfall for at least the group that I play with every week. We play on one night a week for a couple hours straight every single week, and the matchmaking system, while it has gotten better, has continually been the biggest complaint about the whole game. And honestly, we would have dropped this game the day we bought it because of this matchmaking system if the in-game play was less than incredible. Thankfully, the in-game play is fantastic, and so it has carried this game, but they have gotten really lucky that that's the case. Now there will be a confirm dialogue for this to keep you from accidentally inviting people, no big deal there, but what I really see this as is the bridge towards, hey, so maybe I can start building out my party while in game. Maybe I can change parties while in game, and you'll let me finish this game in a party and my next game will be in the party I queued for. Maybe you'll let me invite straight off my friends list so that people aren't having to go menu to menu to menu. Okay, now I'm in multiplayer, go ahead and invite me. I want to be just like Halo, where, hey, I'm playing, I don't know, Destiny, and you guys get on Titanfall, and you want me to join you. So you invite me, and it actually takes me all the way into Titanfall 2, straight through all the menus, into your match. If it's a custom match, put me in the match live. If it's a live match where it's out with players and all that, go ahead and put me in if there's an opening, and the game mode allows for that. Or go ahead and just put me in a queue, and the moment your match ends, it puts us in a matchmaking with me as your party, which is really cool. With the new matchmaking system where you kind of choose multiple modes, then that would automatically say, okay, your party has now grown beyond this size, so let's go ahead and drop that out of what you can be, rolled into, and then let's give you your dice roll from the larger match types. You would eventually, of course, get an error code if you didn't select anything like PvP and you ended up with 8 people. Now this would, of course, run into a limit when you run into 9 people, but I don't understand why they can't do this, and I am excited that this patch is doing this. They've been releasing a patch every 4-ish weeks, and so I think that this is a sign in the next 4 to 8 weeks that they could possibly have something in mind for us for multiplayer. So I think that's the biggest news in this patch as far as the future of the game. The adding the Titan is for the current game. And so I was overall really excited with what we got this May. With Destiny 2 on the horizon, looking incredible, Titanfall 2 needs to step up its game. I don't want to drop the game, so pick it up, guys. Come on, you're doing some really cool things. I'm really excited to dive in and get a feel for everything that's been added. If there's anything that you feel is missing from what's been added, definitely let me know below. We'd love to hear back from what you think the game still needs. Or is there anything here that you're like, oh, finally, perfect. You know, I would love to hear from you guys. So with that, definitely hit that like button if you'd like to see more videos like this. Definitely leave us a comment below. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great week, and I will see you next time.
Whoa! Thank you so much for watching! There should be another video like over here!
Or there!
Or a vlog somewhere around here! And the subscribe button is below with the contact info!
Here we go!